He closed the same window every single day, without fail. It didn't matter if the sun was shining and the birds were singing their sweetest songs. Even on those perfect days, when the world outside seemed to hum with life, he'd walk over and shut it tight. The neighbors would often see him and chuckle amongst themselves, shaking their heads. They'd say he must be the only person on earth who hated fresh air, a man allergic to a gentle breeze. But they didn't know the truth. It wasn't about the air or the weather. The real reason, buried deep in his heart, was fear. A quiet, heavy fear that had settled in his bones and refused to leave. You see, that window held a memory. It was his wife's window. Every morning, before the sun had fully risen, she would go to that window and push it wide open. She'd always say she was letting the breeze in to wake the house. It was her little ritual, her way of greeting the day and filling their home with life, with her own special kind of light. After she was gone, the silence in the house became deafening. The open window wasn't a cheerful greeting anymore. It was a painful reminder of what he had lost. Closing it was his way of trying to close the door on the pain, to keep the memories from flooding in and drowning him in sorrow. It was his shield, but living behind a shield is a lonely existence. The house grew stuffy, the air thick with unspoken grief. The dust motes dancing in the slivers of light seemed to mock his stillness. For years, he kept it shut, trapping himself inside with his memories. Then, one ordinary morning, something shifted. He stood before the window, his hand hovering over the latch. He remembered her laugh, the way her eyes crinkled at the corners. He remembered her telling him that life was for living, not for hiding. With a deep breath that felt like it came from the very bottom of his soul, he finally pushed it open, and as the fresh, clean air rushed in, it was different this time. It didn't feel like an empty space she once occupied. Instead, the breeze wrapped around him like a gentle, warm hug. It carried the scent of blooming flowers from the garden she had tended so carefully. In that moment, it felt like she was right there with him, whispering on the wind, telling him she was proud that he had finally found the strength to let the light back in. It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? Sometimes, the very things we are most afraid to open the doors to our grief, the windows to our vulnerability, are the ones that hold the key to our freedom. They are the pathways that allow healing to begin and let us feel the sunshine on our face once more. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please consider subscribing for more moments of reflection.